on a warpath. Tell the opposition, now keep it to yourself. I'm my only competition. But keep the hate coming.
Yo, what's going on? It's your man Styles. Once again, it's the Movement 101. You know how it goes down around here. Independent hip hop. That's what it is. Giving people a shot that don't get a shot on everyday commercial radio and all that commercial media BS. We just getting rid of that, man. It's your boy Styles One. We doing that. First of all, I want to say salute to everybody who's on their grind, who's doing it. Salute to all the generals, $1 Million McCasey, my man Hawk Ben Ply, now Barker, everybody who's down with the real movement. That's what it is. If you're not here, you're not nowhere. So, like I said last week, we got one artist. We're going to play 2 of their tracks back to back. We're asking people to comment on the video, rate it, like it, whatever you want to do. Let them know how their craft is progressing, because we know hip-hop is for the people. If the people ain't feeling it, then you got to do something else. So definitely let them know how they're feeling this. This one is by my man Intellectual Prestige. We got it going on. I'm going to get his visuals up for you. Here we got 2 tracks. The first one is called A Compatibility, featuring my man Caddy One. We doing that live and direct. So this is Intellectual Prestige. You got to check his style out, man. It's a little like poetic, you know, street poetry, all that. All shapes, size, formats, colors, creeds. It don't matter. As long as you feeling it, you feeling it. This is hip hop. This is your boy Styles One. This is the Movement 101, the only place for independent hip hop. With people just like you and me on the streets,
One, are you there?
we get it done. That's what it is. Intellectual Prestige. Let's go.
Compatible, unbreakable, put us together unstoppable. Your lyrics all predictable, we're making you become individual. Raising our level spiritual, goals reachable, invisible. Overstanding the gospel, moving on to become more biblical. Bringing heat like a dragon, the mind we are mastering. Hip-hop we're preserving, the darkest secrets we're exposing. Get rid of this fear of dying, the plan for reduction is failing. Our thoughts are sharpening, so an awakening is the only thing that's happening. The lyrics are like lightning, brighter than the sun shining. Shocking like a taser stunning, stabbing like a scorpion stinging. I'm an eagle freely flying, snatching fishes out of the current. I'll take them to the top, so that they can freely go swimming. True freedom definitely is plausible, the new world order is foreseeable. Which path will we follow? Hopefully one more honorable. Try to punch, melt, turn unseeable. Fighting like children despicable. Everyone's for themselves turning hateful, but all of us as hip-hop is more than compatible.
Speaking to the hardest, reaching to the heartless, invisible to enemies, we see into the darkness. We're free from the harness that held us like an animal, combined within a culture that made us feel compatible. We're speaking to the hardest, reaching to the heartless, invisible to enemies, we see into the darkness. We're free from the harness that held us like an animal, combined within a culture that made us feel compatible. Disaster of the slave ship, master of amazement, we hit hard to the coffin like dropping to the pavement. Basement in the struggle, adjacent to a tunnel with intelligent prestige, proceeding to see the trouble. A puddle of your own blood, subtle like a low thud, dropping instrumental, stopping the venom of a cobra. Legendary cold crusher, memories of soldiers, acting like some sun visors, our enemies will fold up. Hard to get a hold of like the prez during a crisis, even harder to get a hold of like intelligent devices. It's irrelevant to bite this like you're chewing on some ice chips, like mozzarella cheese, or have you oozing out some vice grips. ISIS and the Icarus, with righteousness ridiculous, will still have you polluted like the Vikings in the villages. Fighting with the realness, captivating sacrifice, working towards eternity. Now what about your afterlife? We're speaking to the hardest, reaching to the heartless, invisible to enemies, we see into the darkness. We're free from the harness that held us like an animal, combined within a culture that made us feel compatible. We're speaking to the hardest, reaching to the heartless, invisible to enemies, we see into the darkness. We're free from the harness that held us like an animal, combined within a culture that made us feel compatible.
When I look and see my reflection, word mystical swirlies appear, then the words hip-hop are reflected from the mirror. I'm nicer than being flipped over in a porta potty, but truer than the wisdom spoken by Gandhi. You're evilly speaking blasphemy, we're godly and heavenly. Self-fulfilled prophecy, the studying of philosophy, thought process unconditioned, we're open and thinking freely. You're fighting to escape pressure, you're walking around ignorantly, scared little mousy, true lyrics penetrating your scully. You're caught up in confusion, you can't see through the illusion. We have to start piecing, move past all this beefing. Hopefully you're not busy drinking, distracted from all the wisdom. I can't hear you while I'm meditating, in my head I'm busy freestyling. The world is soon to brighten, your wheels about to start turning. You spend your life sleeping, I'm consumed studying. Ancient like the Mayan pyramid, present like me in the booth rhyming. The master needs some revising, so until then from Mother Nature I'll be praying.
Speaking to the hardest, reaching to the heartless, invisible to enemies, we see into the darkness. We're free from the harness that held us like an animal, combined within a culture that made us feel compatible. We're speaking to the hardest, reaching to the heartless, invisible to enemies, we see into the darkness. We're free from the harness that held us like an animal, combined within a culture that made us feel compatible.
Intellectual Prestige and Alchemy Studios. In Caddy One from the Temple of Hip Hop. Compatible.
Yes, that's what it is. Your man Styles One, D Styles, whatever you may know me by. We doing this live and direct. Shout out to Intellectual Prestige for that one. My man Caddy One is apparently down with the Temple of Hip Hop, which is KRS's joint over there. So we definitely see that and salute that. We doing this just for independent hip hop all the way. This beat you got playing by my man Khan. So anybody you make beats or whatever, we give you shine on the show. Anybody doing a thing and who's really, at it and really passionate, we definitely gonna give you shine on the show, because that's what it's about, taking it back to the grassroots. Let's go. It's the Movement 101. This is the second track by my man Intellectual Prestige. It's definitely a lyrical cat, man. Listen to his lyrics, find out what he's saying. Like I said, comment, rate the video, let Intellectual Prestige know what direction he's headed, man, if you're feeling it. Oh yeah, his album's out too. We gonna get all that information to you. It's your boy Styles One, it's the Movement. Salutes to everybody who's paying attention, man. That's what it is. Let's go. The track is called Stay Strong.
Hip-hop came into my life, I really never did much. Only beef and smoke up the kush, chill in certain alleys with the crooks. No doubt I'm still down, but my head is not turned toward the books. The beef caused my anger to rise, I can never stop looking over my shoulder. Trusting anybody for me was a troubling task. The 3 near-death experiences only caused me to get bolder. I'll never forget and watching my homie get pulled into that van. Every time I think about it, it just hits me like bam. Maybe this is why when I was little I would get mad and blindly start cursing. Locked in a hospital because anger and suicidal thoughts started to worsen. But I've definitely moved on from those times. Wrong step and I could go off like a landmine. Now I've calm, become in tune with a lot more patience. I'm not saying I'm soft, I still got the hardness, but no longer am I walking through life clueless. I'm trying to live a lot more honest. When you see me, I always have a calmness. No matter what goes on, I never get scared or worried. And yeah, it feels good to have these stories no longer hidden or buried. Clear your mind, that's ancient fact. The way you think is the way you act. Get out into this world and interact. The way of life is self-creation. With faith, you can change your situation. It could be a bumpy trail with lots of pain, but always stay strong as you move through the rain. Clear your mind, that's ancient fact. The way you think is the way you act. Get out into this world and interact. The way of life is self-creation. With faith, you can change your situation. It could be a bumpy trail with lots of pain, but always stay strong as you move through the rain. Yeah, I know for a lot of people, currency's a struggle. Too many things to keep track of and juggle. And for some, it leads to a life of trouble. The hatred in our hearts leaves the populace vulnerable. But the media's burned to your thoughts is unbelievable. But this transcendence state is treatable. Self-creation is a must to move above the clouds. Hip-hop was the answer for me. Envisioning myself moving large amount of crowds. Yeah, it's the goal. Soon I'll be teaching at my live shows. Everything is designed to keep you down in the lows. It probably seems like everything is raining on you as you move through your day. Don't want to leave your house, so you stay home all day locked away. The solution is for everyone to open up their minds, okay? See through the images that the media portray. Stop trying to structure your life and just allow it to happen. Because if one thing falls, then the rest will crumble. Get rid of this insecurity, let everything freely come together. No more can people go through life as a liar, cheater. Have faith and everything will work out, you'll become much stronger. Clear your mind, that's ancient fact. The way you think is the way you act. Get out into this world and interact. The way of life is self-creation. With faith, you can change your situation. It could be a bumpy trail with lots of pain, but always stay strong as you move through the rain. Clear your mind, that's ancient fact. The way you think is the way you act. Get out into this world and interact. The way of life is self-creation. With faith, you can change your situation. It could be a bumpy trail with lots of pain, but always stay strong as you move through the rain. Clear your mind, that's ancient fact. The way you think is the way you act. Get out into this world and interact. The way of life is self-creation. With faith, you can change your situation. It could be a bumpy trail with lots of pain, but always stay strong as you move through the rain. Allow yourself to live life Don't allow life to live you. Don't allow the pressure of life to get to you. Hold your head high and always stay true. Keep your mind open so you always have a clear view. Don't let yourself become locked up like a chimpanzee up in the zoo. If you're in a relationship that isn't working, don't force it, end it. But after the end, make sure you move past it. What you own has nothing to do with your wealth. It's measured by your love and how in touch you are with your higher self. Only what you feel is real, everything else is illusion. Overstand that and there'll be no more confusion. You're not at peace with yourself if you're sitting there judging me. Everyone has their own individual personality. Feel the infinity, get in touch with spirituality. Let yourself go beyond the body. I have a passion like Neo and Trinity. Make sure you practice charity. Try new things like fasting. Find the answer instead of always asking. Don't be a jealous person, be content. Hit up a person with honest compliment. A strong body could never affect a conscious mind. Stop the beef and quit acting so blind. I'm living the change that I want to create for humankind. I've opened up the consciousness gate. Don't trust the system, get your own education. Don't let them dumb down our entire nation. Show love even if it's not shown back. Freely live and you will stay on track. Doesn't matter if a person is white or black. We're all connected, there's no denying that. Gain self-control, don't get addicted. Doesn't matter if it's a TV or crack. You won't have any control like being boa constricted. And I know that's a lot of wisdom I just spitted. I just pray to God you'll listen. I'm observing this race as it awakens. I use my third eye while the earth rotates, seeing everything that happens. Everything that happens. Everything that happens. Clear your mind, that's ancient fact. The way you think is the way you act. Get out into this world and interact. The way of life is self-creation. With faith you can change your situation. You'll be a bumpy trail with lots of pain, but always stay strong as you move through the rain. Clear your mind, that's ancient fact.
Yes, that's my man Intellectual Prestige. Once again, we doing it live and direct. It's the Movement 101. You know what it is, your boy Styles 1. Go ahead, rate the video. Go ahead, comment on the video. Everything it gotta be. And we gonna keep it moving. It's your boy Styles 1. Remember, next week, oh yeah, everybody, send your tracks, your boy Styles 1 at gmail.com, YOURBOYSTLES 1 at gmail.com. That's how you get it on the show. Everything independent, as long as you're doing it. We got realmovement.blogspot.com, the only place everybody's talking about a movement, ain't nobody doing nothing. We got Real Movement.blogspot.com. Make sure you come by there, check it out, subscribe, all that. We're gonna be doing a lot more. We got a lot more for you. Your boy Styles 1.